Hey everybody, this is a quick update. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to and tell you guys what I've been working with. So before we do anything, let's take a look at the workers. We have 4 workers here total. We have 3 free workers and I've been farming a lot of bases, a lot of resources, and let's hire an extra worker which will bring us up to 5 workers total. So right now we can only have 5 workers for our main base. So we're gonna be adding more workers to our colonies as we try to catch up with our main base. Other than that, as you can see, we've been upgrading a lot of buildings, all turrets, all the banks, silos and such. So right now my only focus is to reach the total limit of our coin capacity as well as the mineral capacity by upgrading our banks and silos. As you can see, some of the banks are level 10. Maybe I need to upgrade a few more and maybe upgrade some more banks on my colonies, because now I don't think it will be enough to upgrade all the banks on my main planet to reach 22 million and a half capacity of coins. Cause let me see, for example, if we upgrade this would give me just about 2 million, 2 more. And I don't think we have any more banks that need upgrading, so yeah, there's no way to reach that capacity with just one base. So in order to do that, we have to upgrade colony and then way many more colonies in order to increase the capacity of our resources in order to upgrade our main star base. As we can see, our observatory is nearly done. By nearly, I mean 11 hours. Just about, because observatories need such a long time to upgrade. So that is something that we're gonna be doing like every time non-stop, because as I said, observatories take the longest time to upgrade. So we always gonna have a worker busy trying to upgrade our observatory. Other than that, we do have some buildings that I could be upgrading, but right now I've been enjoying farming bases with s-trikes with a little help of looters, since s-trikes have really good damage, and something that s-trikes could use is either an additional type of units that would help them after s-trikes finish destroying defenses and such. They would need additional units that would either help them destroy enemy defenses or loot the buildings that are left over while we were trying to kill the defensive buildings that can actually damage our s-trikes. So usually the most common combo with s-trikes are either just a swarm of s-trikes, or some people add some starlinators because they target defenses. They don't target any building. So once you deploy starlinators, what they focus on targeting is either a bunker or some sort of turret, whichever is nearer. So whenever I can unlock starlinators, which is usually starbase level 7, right now we are level 5. So once we unlock starlinators, then they are gonna be part of our combo with s-trikes. But right now I don't really have any other unit that works well with s-trikes. So I usually attack with only s-trikes if it's a really hard base to take, or I just attack with a mix of looters to just help out in the end when I'm trying to gather all the resources that are left over, because even those strikes are really good just dealing damage. Like once you have all of those buildings, all the houses, silos, banks, etc. left over, looters do a perfect job at just chunking the HP and resources off of those buildings. So that's initially my go-to combo right now. We kinda abandoned the combo of bazookas and beetle tanks, but that's something I'm using right now on my colonies because that is a really cost-efficient combo and can still work if the enemy space is not that hard to destroy. But most of the times I just end up using a bunch of bazookas to just take the free loot, because a lot of players don't tend to defend every single one of their resource buildings, so sometimes you can just snipe few hundreds or maybe a few times millions of resources from the enemy simply by just deploying bazookas on the edges of the map and killing the buildings, chunking the HP off of the buildings throughout your attack with bazookas, because as you know, bazookas have really long range, and a lot of people don't take into consideration how big of a range bazookas have and what they're able to do. So simply by using about few thousands of resources on about 20, 30, 40 bazookas, you can gather upwards upwards of 100,000 resources simply by just placing your units at the right spot at the right time. And there are certain ways where you can manipulate turrets to like get the most off of your units, but that's something that will come with your skill and experience. So that's what I've been doing. But right now, before I go to sleep, I just wanna, because right now it's midnight, something I wanna do is upgrade every single resource building to set the capacity of my minerals and coins to maximum. So we have about 2 silos upgraded. Actually, let me just upgrade every single bank that I have, and then let me just upgrade this silo and this one. And then tomorrow we're gonna have every single, well, we basically just have 1 silo left. And we're gonna have every single bank upgraded to level 10, which is the limit of a bank and silo. So that's what we're gonna do now, and let's take a look at our first colony and see how we're doing. As you can see, the level of our first colony is 3, our start base is level 3. What I wanna just focus right now, because I'm not gonna have a good design just yet for my colonies, because I just wanna rush to level 5 on every single one of my colony without actually taking time and resources from my main base, because you always wanna be working on your main base. And once you have free resources, or by free I mean extra resources, for example, these things, let me take a look actually what it's called. Yeah, star batteries. Okay, so right now my main base needs 6 star batteries to upgrade up to level 6. So by using up 3 batteries on this base here, it wouldn't make sense, even though we just need to like upgrade something to increase the capacity of our coins. Like right now, even if we upgraded and had the capacity of the coins, which is like 22.5 million to just be able to upgrade our main starbase, we wouldn't have enough batteries to just upgrade our main base, so it wouldn't make sense. And since I'm still gonna be focusing on upgrading my banks and silos, even if I do this, even if I just started upgrading this, it only takes 16 hours, and at this point anything less than a day is basically irrelevant. It's a really quick process, and I'm gonna add an additional worker here as well. So that's basically what I'm gonna be doing, upgrading my first colony, and then we're gonna have like a bunch of other colonies that we're not gonna focus just yet, but in the future we will. As you can see, we are also upgrading this colony, which is a bit far behind, but we're gonna be doing the same thing to this colony as well, to upgrade it and catch up with other colonies and have every single colony around level 5 or so, while we are also upgrading our main starbase and try to reach level 9 on our main starbase as fast as we can. And actually, I remember when I started playing this game, so we're gonna see how long it's gonna take me in terms of real time. I'm not counting in-game times, like amount of time I've been logged into this game. And in the end, when and if I ever make it to level 9 starbase, then I'm gonna basically show you guys and make a short tutorial or like tips and tricks of what you can do and how we can speed it up. As I said in the previous episode, I'm gonna be working on guides and tutorials, and basically gonna be showing you guys ways where you can make the process faster, easier and simpler. So that's basically the idea, and that's what I've been doing and I will be doing in the nearest future. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say, and guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so we are finally doing it. We are upgrading our starbase to level 6. Also, if you have not noticed, we have 5 workers for our main planet. We have 3 colonies right now, and our first colony is also level 5. I've been farming quite a few hammers, and we also have 4 workers on this colony, and I wanna make it so that I can produce level 4 strikes so that we can farm coin better, because once you upgrade strikes to level 4, they are really good at farming, because anything below level 4 is kinda really weak, it's kinda in the middle, and you don't really wanna use strikes if they are lower than level 4. So once we get these strikes to level 4, then we can also produce strikes and do some coin farming on this colony as well. well. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm gonna redesign this base once I upgrade some essential buildings. So let's take a look at our second colony. Our second colony, on the other hand, is next in line to upgrade to level 5. So I see a lot of people that have multiple colonies and all of them are either level 3, level 4 or level 2, but in reality it's way better to upgrade 1 or 2 colonies to level 5, and once you get those to level 5, then it's way better to upgrade other colonies from level 1 or level 2 up to level 5, same as your first few colonies. At least that's what I think is better, because if you upgrade 1 or 2 colonies to level 5, that means, say for example, you can produce level 4 strikes in those colonies, and you can produce way stronger units such as level 7 marines. Speaking of which, let's head to our main base, and I'm gonna show you guys, because as we saw, I have bought the upgrade of marines with chips, because I'm not gonna be doing alliance wars just yet, because I don't wanna just put my base out there to like get farm and such, because I just wanna get to I don't know, around starbase level 8 maybe 7, I don't know. And initially my idea was to spend the chips on extra slots in my factory and many other production buildings, which I did actually. I unlocked extra slots for both of my factories on my main base, because my main source of units is factories, and I just want to be producing mass strikes at this point, and I want to have as many strikes queued up as possible. I was thinking of unlocking this slot as well, but at that point, time it's gonna need to produce all the highest level strikes and colossi like these units is gonna be like too long. It's gonna be more than 10-12 hours, and by the time I leave them on the production, when I go to sleep and when I come back in the morning, if not all of them are kinda finished producing and they're not waiting in the queue, and if this time here, if it says that it's like anything above 8 or 10 hours, then it's like really not beneficial for you to unlock these extra slots, or even like even this third slot, because it doesn't make sense if you just have a bunch of time left. You're not really helping yourself at that point. So that's that basically. The main reason behind unlocking level 7 marines was that sometimes I just wanna have strong enough and really quickly trainable units that I can keep on training over and over, where I can just farm lower level bases, and it's just enjoyable to farm lower level bases with marines, like such as I can already do that to level 3 and maybe some level 4 bases if their defenses are not strong enough, because level 7 marines are really strong. Like if we compare stats from level 1 to level 7, like look at these guys. These guys are really strong, and you can do so much with massive marines, and also they can look cool, so you know, whatever. I just thought that I would just upgrade marines anyway. So that's what I've been doing basically. My starbase is gonna take somewhere around 4 days, and my observatory is actually gonna take same-ish amount of time. So by the time we upgrade our starbase, we also gonna have our observatory upgraded. So I guess that's when I'm gonna change the design of the base, because I'm gonna be able to build a third defensive bunker. Maybe I'm gonna come up with some sort of new design where I'm not gonna have this triangular build anymore, and maybe I'm gonna have something like a rectangle or a square sort of build, because then I'm actually gonna have 4 bunkers. But at that point, Friend's bunker is gonna be kinda weak, a lot weaker than my other bunkers, because I'm gonna be able to upgrade these to level 3, and as you can see, level 3s have way bigger capacity and they have 50,000 HP, whereas our friendly bunker has 10,000 HP, as you can see here, and the capacity of the friendly bunker is 480 units. And even though our friends are helping us with the units, and it's really awesome, they won't be able to put in units in the friends bunker that often, because we're gonna be having more and more battles, so we wanna rely on friends bunker less and less the higher level we get. Maybe I'm even gonna exclude this bunker from my build, and maybe I'm gonna stick with this triangular build, because right now it's working out quite decently, so I don't really wanna mess with it. And when I reach eventually I'm gonna reach starbase level 8, and that is when we're gonna have 4 red bunkers, and I'm gonna start making my kinda end game kind of build. We're gonna have maximum amount of turrets when we get our starbase to level 9, but basically until we upgrade our starbase to level 8, we can't really actually start doing our kinda endgame kinda base design, because we're gonna be lacking a lot of buildings, mainly turrets and bunkers, and we're gonna need a lot of walls. So we don't wanna just start working on it right now, and we don't wanna be like having any weak spots and holes in our base, cause you know, even though like it would be great to like start working on it right now, that's not gonna be beneficial to us if we do that right now. And I think it's better for us to stick with whatever's working right now and take the time and redesign the base once we get to that particular level. So other than that, let me actually take a look at our colonies. I think I'm gonna stick with this kind of rectangular build for my colony, because we're gonna have 2 bunkers. I'm not gonna upgrade any of my colonies past level 5, because level 5 is where you're gonna have maximum amount of silos, banks, and any other resource building, and people generally don't upgrade their colonies past level 5. So that's what I'm gonna do as well. I think that's gonna be most beneficial for me, and I'm just gonna follow up with more and more colonies and get them to level 5 as well. And as you can see, I've been grinding a lot of hammers, a lot of star bases, and I even have 3 workers here. I have 1 worker for my 3rd colony, but next one in line is gonna be this colony, and I'm gonna get this colony to level 5 as well eventually. So that's basically the idea, and that's what I'm gonna be doing the past few days. I'm gonna wait for my main star base to upgrade, my observatory as well, and I'm just gonna be trying to farm as many resources as possible and try to upgrade as many buildings as possible. So that's the update that I wanted to show you guys, and I'm gonna leave you guys with the footage of me farming bunch of players with my strikes, with a mix of my strikes and maybe a few looters here and there, because you know, when strikes destroy the bases, you normally have either Stalinators or any other unit that takes down defenses really well, but since we don't have Stalinators just yet, I use some looters because they take down resource buildings quite fast, and I didn't want to deploy any extra strikes just to destroy buildings faster. So yeah, just enjoy the footage guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.